Yo, what's up guys? Bill here, Classic Rock and Metal Review. Just thought I would go over the October haul. That's right, I'm going to go through all the junk that came in this last couple, I'll say 5 or 6 weeks. We'll go back to the end of September. Just thought I'd get you, just give you a little look at what comes through the doors here on a pretty regular basis. Kind of ties in with the last video about how to build your your CD collection cheap. I'll show you a bunch of discs I got as proof. Also got some sealed vinyl under 10 bucks with shipping. Found me brand new long box CD, sealed, under 10 bucks with shipping. And then of course we'll go through a bunch of CDs I got, but then we'll get to the good stuff. Japan bootleg delivery. You know what's up, man. Like and subscribe, please. That would be great. All right, man. So let's start out with the bullshit first. I'm talking cheap CDs off eBay. I never spend more than $5 for one, and even at that, it's got to be somewhat rare. Also depends on how much I want it, obviously, but sometimes I see something, and so usually if I see something I'm not sure what it's going for, just search for that item by itself. So everything you're about to see here is from eBay. Kind of misjudged this a little bit. I'm still glad I got it, and I still got it pretty cheap. But for $5, the only $5 disc, the Fix 1991 album called Ink. Never heard a second of this as far as I know. Maybe there's something on one of the greatest hits albums I got of theirs. Basically, but you know what, actually got this in with 9 CDs total. And like I was telling you on that last video, this seller had 20 different listings. So I just plucked 1 CD each from 9 of those listings. They all go into the same cart, you know, as long as it's the same seller, you're getting the big bundled shipping. It was $4 flat rate shipping for however many CDs you would have bought. I bought 9, like I said. So really what was the shipping on this in the end of the day? 50 cents. So for $5.50, if I would buy this by itself on eBay, it goes for $9.99 as a minimum, so 10 bucks. Another $4 to ship it. So actually still a pretty decent bargain. I like the early stuff. The only ones I have from them, they were the first 3 albums, so that'll be cool. For $4. Let's see, we got Tom Petty, Highway Companion. This is a great album. I really love his like, it's not even, well, this is a solo album, but all his later work I think is very much more consistent than his earlier albums. Didn't have the big hits, obviously, as he did in the early part of his career, but the later part of his career I think is much more consistent. Here's the proof. $4 for this one. I've seen this for $2. Just felt like getting it. Actually, honestly, I already had it. So my library is going to get a copy of it. I've been buying so much stuff I don't even know what I have sometimes. For $4 also, the Clash first album. Haven't heard this one yet. The only ones I have right by them guys are London Calling and Combat Rock. So let's check out the 77 debut for $4. Nice, right? Took a chance with this one, Pure Prairie League. I think I used to have the album with Amy on it back in the day on cassette. Didn't love this first listen through. It's okay. It's pretty much, I guess, what I expected, but a little boring, honestly. Have to check out. I never give a full review, even to myself, until I hear something at least twice. It was okay. Just a little pedestrian to me. There's a Casualty of Divorce from 10 years ago. She took off with my animals. Now I got it back. Nice classic CBS copy, $4. Case was shot. Brand new case, probably on all of those, as a matter of fact. All right, for $3. And another instance where I didn't quite do my homework, but I already had this guy. This is Jefferson Airplane. Awesome 2 CD collection called 2400 Fulton Street. I think that was where they lived and practiced and all that good stuff. San Fran. Anyway, this is CD 2. It's awesome. I already had it though. Didn't realize. Well, actually, I was hoping I was getting both CDs for $3. Not the case. I could have contacted the seller. I just took a chance. So my library gets another one. But this is killer. If you're into Airplane, but you only have like a single disc greatest hits, you don't want to get their whole catalog, but you want something a little more thorough, you will not regret getting this awesome 2 CD compilation from then. Now on to the $2 discs. This is generally, as you're going to see by the quantity, where I go. And just look at the stuff you're going to get, man. Greg Allman, Just Before the Bullets Fly. Nice classic, you know, whatever, late 80s pressing of this guy. Haven't heard that yet, just some good stuff on it though. Demons. Picked up Heartbeat City. I never heard the whole thing until now. It's pretty good. I like it overall. Kind of knew what I was getting. So many hits from this, 84. I was 14 in 84. I think 4 of these songs were hits. Pretty good stuff. Really like that one. Got the Best of Free. I don't have anything by Free, so now I got this. I did used to have a video of them guys, just called Free. And I noticed Mr. Big's not on here. I'm not sure why. I thought that was like a standout for them guys. But you know what? $2. I got this. Can't wait to check that one out. Got Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. Whole album. I used to just have a greatest hits from him, which I think I ditched actually, because I wasn't too into. But I'm gonna give it a shot to go with the whole album. And like I said, man, $2. How do you not? Crying out loud. Little Feat's first album. This was a sweet pickup. $2. Generally, you're spending $5 to $8 to get this at least. It's in great shape. I think I threw a new cover on it. If the covers look new and I'm showing them to you, generally that's because I put a new cover on them. Case. I keep calling them covers. You got to mix it up once in a while. You know, she had some hits back in the early 80s. I know maybe it's just a little nostalgia. Not too into her, but you know what? A couple $. Mix it up on the iPod. When you're on the beach, you get a little bit more than Heavy Metal Assault. I guess ditto for this one. Now I like Hall & Oates a lot. The early stuff's great. I used to have most of their mid to late 70s albums too, that were I think mostly given to me. Used to have the one with Rich Girl on cassette, but I had a bunch of other. I didn't really like those late 70s albums. I liked their first 3 or 4, pretty solid. The first 2 are great. But now finally skip through. Now it's 1980. This album is actually really consistently good. I think it's their first really good one, probably since the one they just called Daryl Hall and John Oates with the silver cover. Good stuff. I did listen to that one. This one I thought I was getting his first album, Barry Manilow 1, but I guess I just took a chance for $2. This is an 89 album just called Barry Manilow, so not the same, obviously. Listen to a couple songs, it's not bad. But, you know, sometimes you take a chance, and if you don't want to feel like taking the time to contact a seller, you just buy them and hope you're right. For a couple bucks, I don't really care if I mess up once in a while. This one, the seller contacted me to say he didn't have the artwork in the case, so he sent it to me for free, Trial by Fire from Journey. So I'll check it out, and if I like it enough, I'll put it on the list of things to try and get later. All right, now for $1, there you go, man. You're going to have a couple, well, at least one shocker in here. I got some Fiona Apple. I think this is When the Pawn. I only have title so far. Harry Chapin, Greatest Stories Live. That's right, $1. Can't beat it. BTO used to have the greatest hits back in the day, and then what happens is you get sick of just hearing those hits because you hear them all over the radio. And then next thing you know, it's 30 years later, like now, and you don't listen to the radio anymore, and you haven't heard those songs a lot in the last 30 years. So, Best of BTO for $1 back in the catalog. I could go for hearing that. It's been a while. Lindsey Buckingham, 1992 album, Out of the Cradle. I guess only had to go on Wikipedia to see what the hell this even was. 1992 solo album, and it's got fantastic reviews, so I can't see this not being good. Again, $1. Best of Eddie Cochran. This is a nice, thorough compilation of his stuff. I heard the name before. I wanted to know what he did. As if you know your Zeppelin, these guys loved Eddie Cochran. They have multiple bootlegs where they're playing songs from him, 4 or 5 songs. There's even somebody on YouTube that put a compilation of all their Zeppelin plays Eddie Cochran songs. So that's another $1, like I said. And then here's a steal for $1. Just got this like last week or so. Jim Capaldi of Traffic, Poor Boy Blue, 2002 solo album. Looks like it's kind of tough to find on CD. The cheapest one you can find is about 20 bucks from England. After that, the prices are 40 and up. So if you want it, grab that one from England on eBay right now. But like I said, man, you never know what you're finding. And people with those listings of multiple CDs for sale. And then here was one separate one. Now this person had a buy two, get one free. So I got the Legend of 1900 soundtrack. So I'm just saying hard to categorize the price, right? But basically it was like under $11 to get 3 CDs. That's with shipping and tax. So about $3.50 each, let's say. Now the reason I wanted this, I used to have it. I don't know what happened to it. That awesome version of Lost Boys Calling by Roger Waters with Eddie Van Halen, of course, playing the solo. It's the last song on here. But this is a great movie too, by the way. Awesome movie. The Legend of 1900. Tim Roth stars in it. Fantastic song. I think I'll never forget hearing that song 6 in the morning one day. I think I was headed to work on a weekend on Sleepy Hollow, WXPN. And then I remember the DJ coming back on when I was done saying, and I guess you'd never thought you'd ever hear me playing some Pink Floyd and Van Halen here. So that can't wait to hear that again. It's been a long time. Stevie Nicks, Belladonna was part of those 2 buy 2 get one free 1981 albums. Great, can't wait to hear that again. And got some Carpenters. I don't know if this is maybe their 4th album, something like that. A Song for You. Still got to change that cracked case. Otherwise, their early stuff's awesome. All right, enough of that. So how about this was only off of eBay. This is why I say there's different ways to search for stuff. The last episode was more about just building your collection with random titles. If you want to search for specific bands, just type in the band. So I'm looking for some Allman Brothers CDs. Filter by lowest price. What I search is Allman CD. Not Allman Bros, not Allman Brothers. Just, because if you get Greg Allman, who cares what pops up? It's going to be Allman Brothers, right? Well, lo and behold, this popped up. Sealed, 1990, 7 turns in the long box. All kind of a little roughed up top for sure. I'm not going to deny that, but cool CD, man, just to have as like a bundle. Because of course I already have it. I think I got it for $2, a year or 2 ago. So sealed, man. I think this was like a library that was selling it or something out west. Got the nice hype sticker on there with the band, new band lineup for that time. $3.95, okay, and $3.49 to ship it or something. So tax and all in, it was $8. Obviously, they didn't even see. Here's the thing: they didn't list it as a long box. People who put long box in the description know what they got, and then you're paying $30. This would probably be $40, I would say, even in roughed up shape like this. Of course, it's hard to keep these in great shape because you get the CD in the bottom half, and from here on in, it's air in there, so anything can crush these things. So this is just going to sit on top of my Allman Brothers CDs back there as a little memento. Maybe someday get it up on the wall or what have you. So $8. This stuff's out there. If you look, you know how to look. Trying to help you out. One of the commenters was kind of implying that I work for eBay or something. I don't work for eBay. I wish I worked for eBay. They've got a lot of my money. If I had a discount, employee discount, I would save myself thousands of dollars over the years. Oh wait, hold on. Before we get to the Japan action, here's how I searched for Band America. Just search for America. Sealed LP, I think was the search. And just got this the other day. I haven't even taken it out here yet. This is not a fantastic album. 83, Your Move. But I already have it on CD. So this is just a little, again, same price as coincidentally, just the same exact price as the Allmans long box CD. It was $3.95 plus $3.50 to ship it. So for under $8, brand new sealed version of America, Your Move. Not their best album, but it's okay. It's not horrible. But I like it has the hype stickers on there and stuff, and even the it used to be a price tag, I guess. No price on it. Catalog thing, I suppose. But man, look at this thing. It's got the little cut. You know, that stuff doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to save this forever. Just something I might throw up on the wall, or just, I got a small fledgling little sealed vinyl collection of about 10 things. So, you know, when you can pick something up for $8 sealed, delivered to your door, you do it. All right, so now on to the, is that it for that crap? Looks like it. Now on to the Japan haul for September and October. I think this was all in one shot. Got some Sabbath. Now, I'm not a Tony Martin fan, but I downloaded this off the internet years ago and just remembered how great the sound was. We got Black Sabbath Live, Definitive New Britain, 1994. I got the numbered sticker in there, sorry. I'll try to clarify that picture for you. Like I said, 94, it's the first night of the tour, Cross Purposes tour. Of course, this is the first album after Dio left again, after Dehumanizer. Cool set list here. Cool set list, and what I remember being great sound. Now the guitar, the drums, and vocals sound great. Can't hear Geezer, man, at all. It sucks. Overall, good concert. The set list here is cool. Some songs they hadn't played in a long time. The Wizard. They do Mob Rules, Into the Void, which now, you know, they've been playing that since then, but this was when they brought that song back into the fold. Cool one. Just wish you could hear it better. You get some bonus tracks from the Hammersmith from April of 94. This show's February 8th of 94. Like I said, first gig of the tour. 2 CDs. You gotta love it. Just didn't remember not being able to hear Geezer too well, but that is the case, unfortunately. But it's a great show, and yeah, I think you get 2 or 3 songs from Cross Purposes. They also do Headless Cross, which is killer. I'll admit that much. I'm not a Martin fan, but a couple good songs. Oh, and for $4 more, I got a DVD-R copy of Cross Purposes Live, which I had transferred from VHS to a DVD-R myself. I can toss that now. I got this. Look forward to. Pretty cool inner artwork there for that. Just your basic. Well, actually, they always load the discs sort of backwards so you can see them through the back. Anyway, just in case that doesn't do the trick, I got a 1999 DVD-R. This was cheap. Now here you go, another one. I think this was under maybe $10 or $9. What do they call it? King of Terror, Sabbath Live in '99 in Pittsburgh. Pro Shot, of course. I ain't settling for any amateur stuff. There's way too much pro stuff out nowadays. There you go. This is amazing. Definitive Jawbreaker, Judas Priest. I already listened to this one. So this is not an unboxing, guys. I've had some of the stuff I haven't heard yet, but most of it I have. Your classic Defenders of the Faith lineup, or set list rather. Pretty much I think it was the same the whole tour. I was at this tour. It was my second show I ever saw, so it was like going back in time listening to this bad boy. Awesome. This one deserves a full out mandatory boot review by me. Unleashed in New York. This was a private gig at a place called the Mud Club in '79. Sounds awesome. Set list is perfect. Incredibleness here. This was another one that I had burned off the internet, you know, printed out a cover and the whole bit. Now I got the real deal. Awesome. Can't go wrong there. Live in Yokohama, 1988, Dokken. Back for the Attack Tour, 2 CDs. Not the best sound on this, but of course it's a soundboard. I don't really do anything that's not, for the most part. Came with a bonus DVD-R, I think, like I said, $4 extra. Dokken at the Spectrum. This one I watched on YouTube a couple months ago. Killer show. Only about 47 minutes or something like that. Opening band, I think, obviously for somebody at that point. Wasn't at this show, but I did see Dokken like the year before that. Now here's another cheap one you can get off the Japan sites. It's a Zeppelin compilation from the '80 tour called Feather in the Wind. I don't like, of course, I hate when things aren't in a jewel case, but you know, for $9 I think it was. Nice cross section of what this label feels is the sort of the highlights of the tour. It's pretty awesome. and I forget what the heck label it is that did this, but one of the better known quality labels. It's in like a static proof holder and everything. Nice little cross section of the 80 tour. Now I'm definitely jonesing to get some of those 80 soundboard shows from Zeppelin. And rounding it out, you know, I love my DVDs, and this is another one I had burned, or I think got through trading years ago. Zeppelin at Nebworth. This is a triple DVD. I think I might have paid like around 30 bucks for this. You got some nice bonus stuff. You got the whole August 4th show. So of course there was an August 11th show in Nebworth that year. This is the August 4th show. And you got some extras on the third disc, multi-camera mixes, BBC radio. I'm not even sure what this stuff is. You have some 8mm films of the show too. You know, as if 3 DVDs worth of Zeppelin Live isn't enough for you. Can't wait to sink my teeth into that. That 80 Feather in the Wind really has me into Zeppelin right now. Haven't watched this yet. Hoping, of course. I had a nice copy of it before. I'm sure this will be better. All right, guys, so that'll do it, man. That's just like last 6 weeks haul of stuff. And, you know, I think it's something I might start doing regularly. It won't be as much stuff if I do it a little more regularly than this. I got stuff on the way right now, as usual. Put it in Japan order this morning, too. So we'll just do it once a month and try to corral everything together. But I kind of wanted to show you that if you use your search tools and filter that price down to the lowest, you'll find sealed albums. Probably a lot of people would use this as kindling, but I love America, the country and the band. Allmans, of course, this was a total luck of the draw. Just searched Allmans CD, lowest price. This came up not too far from the bottom, believe it or not. Not going to say this is going to happen often. I've been looking like this for years. This is a real gem, diamond in the rough. All right, guys, that'll do it for now before all this stuff falls off this desk. If you can like and subscribe, do it. I mean, how do you not? All right, guys. Hope everyone's doing well, by the way. And that's all. Catch you later.